What is up, guys? It's Mitch or Deity, and today we're going to go ahead and make the 2025 PvP tier list. So with any PvP or any tier list in a video game, you're obviously going to have bias depending on sometimes like a PvP game, the playstyle of the person making the list. So this is just going to try to be as general of a list as possible, covering units for both RTA, Arena, well, both, and Guild Wars. So all three of those, it's just going to be basically, is the character good or is it not? This isn't a definite, this character is not better than this character, because another player may say this character is insane versus like me, I don't struggle against that character. So, but this will give you an overall kind of at least idea, because even if that person says the character is really good and I say they're not that good, they're still going to be within a tier of each other. So no tier list you watch is going to be perfect. All right, so now especially one that encompasses all three, but this is for mostly new players getting into the game. Why would old players watch a PvP tier list? Unless they're like taking a break from the game. I don't know, but let's go ahead and get started. So immediately I'm going to put Abigail probably at B. And some of these characters are going to switch up as we go through and have some kind of reference as to what the strongest in the game are right now. I may make another tier at the top just to go over like the top 5 characters at the very end. But for right now, we'll just go through. And so Archdemon Shadow, she just got a new exclusive equipment. She is insane. So she is going to be the first one in double S tier. She is super, super good. Now I'm going to put Alencia down here at B as well. So Alencia with the new Senya is pretty good, but I'm going to put her down at B. Abyssal Euphine, I believe, almost deserves B now. Either A or B. This is one we'll come back to, but Abyssal Euphine is in a weird spot. Next up, we have Afternoon Soak Flan. She, and I will put all the names and stuff at the end. There will be I'm going to make a Imgur link that you guys can go down and look at the tier list too. It'll have all the names and everything. So bear with me, but if you want to chill for the video and hear us talk about each character as we go through, you can see the order of the character. Well, actually, you really can't, but you'll see if you skim through, if there's a character you want to hear me talk about, you can. M-Girl link. All right, so Ain's going down to the bottom. We're not going to use him. Albedo, I'm going to go ahead and potentially put an A tier. I'd say Albedo is better than Alencia, just because she's a tank mitigation. She will be just easier to pick than Alencia. Alencia, it's hard for me to decide which one, because some players really like Alencia, but again, this goes into my tier list versus another person's tier list. It would just be one tier difference. One tier difference doesn't mean a character is super bad. Okay, next up, Ambitious Tywin. I'm gonna put at A. The S tier is gonna be weird. Okay, Alencia B. Is Alencia not B? Ahmed, I'm gonna put at B. She's not bad, but not great. APOC Ravi. Oh, these tiers are hard, guys. APOC Ravi at C. APOC Ravi at B. I feel like you could APOC Ravi as much as you could Alencia, but maybe with the young Senya, Alencia would be higher. Never used Alencia. Neither. I mean, I have, but very rarely. Fire Era Mentha debuffs aren't that good right now, especially Fire Era Mentha with the other character existing. Imperial Illinev came out and was kind of the death of Fire Era Mentha, in my opinion. But what do you guys think? She was played a lot in the ML Haste meta, but now she's dropped quite a bit. Arby, I'm going to put at A. Arby's still really good. Architect Leica's going down into C tier, I guess. I don't know. The D tier is going to be the really bad characters. Arya, I think B, if you wanted to use her, you can make her work. And this is for Guild War. This isn't just RTA, right? This is all different kinds of content. All right, so Arunca, I'm going to put at C, even though she could be used. Ashman to Elena, one of the worst ML5s right now because of Mort coming out. Ball and Sazan, definitely a no. Baiken, I would not. Basar, definitely no. Bihu could potentially maybe still be something in Arena. Arunca D, you really think Arunca all the way to D? I mean, that's fair, but I think Arunca D? Do that bad. Bellion's going to go S. I think Bellion is really good, always will be really good. Bologna for PvP, no. Benimaru can go C. Vegeta, I would say one of the worst PvP only design characters in the game. Blood Moon Haste, I'll slap at S for right now. We're probably going to rearrange, but Blooming Litica. B? Blooming Litica isn't the worst. And she got an EE. We'll put her at B to be generous. So I think, yeah, low B. Bomb Autocana, no. Briar Witch, I'll put it S as well. Brieg, no. Biblis, C, maybe. Bison or Hua Young, I'm putting it A. I think she's pretty solid. Celine can go A as well. Do you think Celine deserves S? EE makes her B, yeah. Cerise, if you want to use her, you can. Sermi, I would not. Charles, I would not. I would not use Charlotte ever. Chloe, I wouldn't. Shu can have a C tier. Closer Charles can have a C tier. Do you think Closer Charles could maybe deserve B? I mean, that you could use if you wanted to. Commander Pavel can have a niche C tier. Conch Lily. I've been liking Conch Lily lately, guys. Conch Lily against the Hellion Luas on Sweet Miracle. Like, I'm on Sweet Miracle, so Hellion Lua I can still just rip. It's pretty nice. Closer B after the buff, you think so? I know his buff is decent, I just don't know the build I want to do him. Dark Chorus can always have a C. Death Dealer Ray is going at the top. Death Dealer Ray will never not be at the top. This could go there. Designer Lilibet? What do you guys think of Designer Lilibet? This is one that's probably going to cause some drama. Because Designer Lilibet is pretty good, but with Politis, ML Politis, and Dilly High A, okay. Do you guys agree on the Bissell Euphine A? I almost put her in B. Low S, high A. You think Dilly deserves this? Yeah, she's almost S tier. This is one that, depending on where I put her, if I put her in S, less people would complain. A Euphine mid B, you think? I think A Euphine is down in B as well right now. But A Euphine still is really nice into people trying to play high momentum if you can determine they're trying to play high momentum. I think I'll put her bottom there. Destina can, honestly, I think Destina could win you a lot of games if you remember to pick her, but no one remembers she exists. Destina, I think a lot of people could do a lot more with her. Triple S, Armpit, Dilibet, I'll put her on S. I still think Destina, especially for new players in Guild War and Arena, she's so clutch having Reviver. Dean could go down here. Guys, I just won a game with Dizzy today. Can we not put Dizzy at C? Because Dizzy belongs right next to Fire Elemental, in my opinion. Dragon Bride Senya. I don't know if she deserves SS. Imperial Ilinab deserves SS. I don't think she does. I think Sharoon still deserves A. All right, I'm a big Sharoon fan. She's going there. Elvira's going down here. Edward is tough right now. DBS high S. Yeah, I agree. Elena's A. I think Elena comes in and out. I'm going to put Elagos at B just because he's not consistent. Elagos is good right now. What do you guys say? A or B for Elagos? Elfel, I'm just going to put it at the very bottom. Elvira, we'll put it. Elvira cuts off some drafts. She's kind of nice. Ayo, is there a new guide out yet? Because I'm a returning player and haven't played for 5 months. New guide is on episode 9. You think Elvira A? Oh, no. Elagos A. I think that's fair. And I think Elvira B. Because Elvira, when you pick her, it's kind of tough. Imperial Ilnav is getting S. Or Valen, no thank you. Ludwig can have a B. Ludwig's fallen pretty far. He's still really good. Fairy Tale Tene is a B. If you get a Fairy Tale Tene off, she's definitely better than these other debuffers. Flitica, Anti-Amiki. What else can Flitica? You think Ludwig mid B? Yeah. I feel like I'm doing pretty good so far as to Fallen Cecilia. Guys, you could use Fallen Cecilia as a 5th pick, but you never pick a tank 5th pick. That is the problem with RTA drafting right now, is because of 3rd pick, band pick, there are certain character classes you will never pick as 5th pick. And tank, you never pick a tank as 5th pick. At least the tank isn't just a survivability tank. You'll never draft in a way that you'll pick a survivability tank 5th pick that doesn't provide something else. So you can pick a Carmen 5th pick because it gives immunity and invincibility. But a Fallen Cecilia 5th pick for just a single skill null, I mean, the world will never work that way. Fenris dies instantly. Vesavita, I think, deserves right next to Fairy Tale Tene. Regular Flan, don't try to, please. Frida, I'm going to put Frida A. I think Frida's still good. Lytica's a 1% unit. Yeah, this is for people with the top gear. And I still don't think she would be worth it compared to the other characters. Why would you not build a Briar Witch on Fenris Artifact? All right, next up, Fumir. Fumir can have C. I mean, Fumir takes so much setup. Harseti's getting double S. For me, I think Harseti's a double S for sure. Ace, no. Hellion Lua is high S. Hellion Lua is really nice. Euphine can have a C. Huayun can have C. Ilinav, I'm not putting there. Wukong, I'm giving C. Wukong, I've had some really good Wukong games. Jacko, I think still B. Guys, Jacko, kind of nice. Janu, I still want to put at S. What do you guys think about Janua S? I want to put Janua. BBK is double S, Janua is S, and Amiki is S. Jacko main low B, yeah. Okay. Judge Kisei, I did one a few. Actually, my Judge Kisei's built and we didn't use her. Kane, not happening. Cowrick. There was a use case for Cowrick. What was it? ML Luna. S2 into ML Luna. ML Luna's like 320 speed now. There's no point, right? Right? Wasn't that the idea that I was using Fire Cowrick for? Yeah, it was to stop ML. It doesn't stop ML Lua, it stops ML Luna because you S2. ML Lua is on Guiding Light. So Kron can have just that tier. Ken, if you wanted to, he might be decent for new players in Guild War. ML Cowrick. I never used Cowrick to reset ML Cowrick, maybe a long time ago. Kisei, I'm not even putting in there. Crow can have C tier. Laya still S. Fire Ilanav C. That's fair. She could be used. Fire Ilanav, guys, I tried so many times to use her, and man, is she is not the character. She's one of the worst injury characters. Or on paper, she looks awesome, but in practice, she just doesn't do it. But if you really wanted to use her, you could. Like, and the thing is, like, you would want to use her into Mort, but she can't counter into Mort, so you have to build a non-counter build. Landy is fallen. Guys, Landy in a PvP or tier list put at C is insane. That's insane. I'd rather pick Spectre Senior than Landy. Spec 10, he's going B for me. Last Rider Crow, this is one I'm curious. Do you guys think he's S tier? Into Harsetti? Probably. Lethe can go bottom. Litica, no. Lilius, maybe B? No A? You think you're saying no on the A? I mean, Last Rider Crow pretty damn good right now. You think he's mid S next to Bloodmoon Haze? Yeah, that I like. All right, Lilibet, no. Lionheart Surmia, man. You cannot tell me I'm going to put Lionheart Surmia, maybe for Arena Guild War. Maybe Arena Guild War. In a controlled environment, Lionheart Surmia could be okay. Little Queen Charlotte doesn't do enough damage. She's getting C tier. Lone Crescent Bologna. Lone Crescent Bologna in Guild Wars and Arena, kind of banger. I'm only giving her B, though. I'm not putting her higher because she is not good in RTA. Lua can have B, too. Just no one uses Lua anymore. But Lua can still be pretty solid. Given her Valen is still a D tier unit, might as well have turned him into a Banshee unit. Yeah, they should. Why do we have so many units now? Because the game is 6 years old. Ludwig can have C tier. Lulica, no. This is a no. Made Chloe C. ML Ken gets a C. Meteor Coward gets a B or A? Who picks Meteor Coward? Harset, people doing a Harsetti maybe? The thing is, no one's picking it right now. Aspflan completely changed the game. Aspflan makes it to where almost none of these characters get picked, but you think Meteor Coward's B? Melissa, kind of fun, but I'm putting her at C. I like Melissa. Midnight Gala can still have B. Milim is at C. She's a niche thing. Mort, high A or S? What do you think about Mort? All right, Mui. No, Nakwal still deserves S. I think Mort low S. I think Mort can have S, yeah. What about Nakwal? She's got to still be S. Landy's taking a tumble. Damn, Landy at B tier with Guild War and Arena in mind. I still think Landy is almost B. Landy's gutted. New Moon Luna S, obviously. Ocean Breeze Luca can have C. Operator Cigarette, one of the worst ML5s. Pavel, don't use Pavel. Peyra, still B. Power Captain Flan, C. Alitus, guys, Poly, it's so hard for maybe. Hey, what's up, Robovon? Do you guys disagree with anything so far? Let's take a little intermission. You guys disagree with any of the takes? All right. Would you do any minor? We'll do a couple of these little pauses. Poly and PC Flan stonks going up with new ML5. Yeah, I think Poly deserves potentially B. So far, I mean, it doesn't matter if the characters are like one tier off, as long as they're close. Swap closer in Ludwig's position so people don't mold. Okay. I'm not there. It's not like listed as like this was rank 1B, but yeah. ML Peyra S. Oh, for sure. She's ML Peyra is insane. Guys, how far has Rand fallen? Rand for Arena and Guild Wars could still be okay. Solburn ran into Ludwig. It still cleans up a lot of teams. I don't see Albedo at all. So Albedo mixed with New Senya. If there's certain players that if you watch them, you will see this. Albedo, you will see it played. So all of the green characters with Young Senya got a little bit of a buff. And this is not just RTA. This is for Guild War and Arena too. So on, say, a Guild War Arena offense, you bring into a Harseti, you bring Albedo plus her. Probably won't do it too much. Ravi, maybe B. Ray, guys, don't ever use Ray. Rim, don't ever use Rim. I'm giving Rim a Violet C. He's still pickable. Requiem Rowana is getting B, if not A. What do you think about Requiem Rowana? She is good. Rimuru can have B still, I guess. Rimuru, people don't think to pick him. Rowana can have B. Roy Mustang C. Ruel? Guys, is it you, Mistelic? Isn't it you that has like a 2% win rate against Ruel? I think Ruel is A for sure. Ruel, yeah, it's you that has like the worst win rate ever against Ruel. She fallen off. Ruel was okay. Franks, wasn't Rem a demon before? Yeah, Rem used to be. Sage Ball can still have, what do you guys think of Sage Ball? B. All right, let's take some of these C tier characters down because they are tough. And put a couple that are like going to be high for this tier. I always forget to revise for fun. Yeah. Okay. Schneel, guys, Schneel is not good. I mean, occasionally, if you pick him, he's getting banned. But he could be okay. No one uses DDR in Arena Guild War defense, do they? It's so hard. Schneel's not D tier. It's just either C or B, because if you pick him, he'll get banned. I don't want, but the thing is, if you pick Schneel, you still have to ban Death Dealer Ray almost every time, right? That's the problem with Schneel, is if you're going to be responding to a late pick Death Dealer Ray with Schneel. I think low B is fine. ML Poly, definitely double S. She's one of the top characters. Seaside Bologna, doubt you'll ever use her. Senya. Guys, Senya, she's so bad now. Is there any world where Senya's usable? Says I'm going to put B tier. Shawl tier, B tier. Sharoon, B tier. Shuna, she sleeps. Cigarette, no. Silverblade gets that tier. Solitaria. So Solitaria gets A tier at least, if not S tier. Solitaria, guys, is the only way to fight Flans. So what do you think? Light first picks DDR and often 3 versus 3 against Schneel protect ban teams? Yeah. But that's the result of picking first pick Death Dealer Ray. So, guys, Death Dealer Ray, isn't it funny that Light is still picking Death Dealer Ray? How does he have any sanity left? How? After a year and a half of dealing with Death Dealer Ray, how do you have an ounce of sanity? I don't see how you do it. He's so good. Specimen says he's going to get C. Spectre Tenebria is getting C tier too. That's tough, actually. I don't think I can put Specteni in the tier with these characters. Because he first picks in every match. That's insane. That can't be fun. that cannot be fun. Spirit Isoline, there's some maybe fun comps. Strays gets C at best. This gets C at best. I don't think anyone's using it. Summertime Assyria is getting B. Sylvan A. Landy low B. ML Landy or blue or green Landy? Because like these two characters I feel like are the exact same. So Spectre Steamer with her new EE, does she deserve B? Has anyone tried a lifesteal Stenny? For Arena and Guild Wars, I got to move Stenny up. Because Stenny, if they don't have an AoE character, you just pick her behind. So new players, generally, for your first Guild War team, it is Brieg, Destina, Spectre Tenebria, right? That team, as long as you find someone who doesn't have AoE, you're going to win 3 of your fights because that team, you're not going to lose. So it's one of the safest early game teams you can do. But so like say they have Celine or whatever, and that's like their Celine ML Haste or something like that. Specteni's great. I think Stenny B, but issues is man. It's like walking a tightrope. That's RTA. We got to remember this is all around PvP tier list. It's not just RTA. Summer Landy win? Good question. All right, so Tamarin is definitely not. The thing is, Fire Chamber can still be used on a decent amount of PV. Top model Lulica, I'm giving B. How good is top model Lulica right now? She was like queen draft for a while with Cleave. I feel like she's still at least high B, if not A. I feel like top model Lulica might be A. I'm putting Twisted Island Kayron at B. All right, Twisted Island Kayron. He's so good. No one knows how to use him or build him. If you had a perfectly built ML Kayron to finish out your drafts, he's pretty damn good right now. I mean, I've won how many games with him in the last little bit? If you fifth pick him on full effect res, 300 plus effect res, you're not getting debuffed. If they have no soul burn on their team, you're gonna win. So I think ML Kayron's one of the more underrated characters in the game. If you are if you come up with a draft to where you can third pick Bellion consistently and fifth pick ML Kayron, he will be clutch. Sunny E should have given her stealth damage reduction from AoE like normal stealth or something. I mean, it gives her faster stacking defense. You just have to build a bulkier stunning. She gets higher attack and higher defense out of it. So Tywin can have C because he prevents that. The fall of Urban Shadow's Shoe needs to be studied. Vildred can have C, speed imprint. Violet can have C. Vivian, no. But guys, the fall of all right, so Senya is getting A for sure. The fall of Urban Shadow Shoe. Does Senya deserve A or S? I think Senya almost deserves S. Do you think she's SS? You think she's SS? She's that good? I mean, for Arena and Guild War, she's one of the main answers to Arcetti. I could believe it. I think she's just S. Because she relies on other things, right? So she falls a little bit in Guild or in RTA because of that. But in everything else, she is one of the top characters. You guys think Yinya SS? I don't know. Arena Guild War, she's SS easily. In RTA, she's a little bit harder. I don't think Yinya can compare with these characters here, personally. Like Death Dealer Ray, like Yinya in the same tier as Death Dealer Ray seems crazy to me. But maybe she deserves it. She's the highest S tier. Let's leave her at highest S tier. Again. All right, Euphem's new buff, I'm giving her B. Yulha is getting C. I mean, Yulha, she's not a bad character, but there's so much injury right now, and we're about to have even more injury. Yuna is a no. Zahat can still have C, I guess. Zeno don't. Zio's gotta still deserve S, right? In SS, there's only one slot. Yeah, SS for damage dealers, basically just BBK and Afternoon Soak Flan. Once we get there. All right, Giselle, maybe C, maybe for fun. Karina, I think Karina deserves B. She's so bad right now. You look at revoke units to attack Yenya, yeah. So that's why I feel like Yulha, especially in Arena Guild War, she can just snipe stuff. With Guild War in mind, Yenya definitely deserves this. Where do we put Dark Corvus? Dark Corvus can have B2 for Guild War. Let's put both these on B for Guild War. Xeno D? What is Xeno gonna do for you, buddy? All right, Ning Ning, don't bother. Winter, don't bother. Katie's, don't bother. AOL. AOL's got to be at least B, if not higher, right? What do you guys think of AOL? ML Cowrick and ML Rowana deserve A? Think they deserve A? ML Rowana, she's a nightmare to deal. Yeah, with Arena and Guild War in mind too, she definitely does. So you find a Miki. You think ML Cowrick deserves it too? Zio the King should be over S tier. I don't think Zio, with the release of guys, Hua Young, if you S3, not ML Cowrick AIMO. Fire Cowrick is not A. You're smoking something crazy. I want some. Angelica, no thank you. Armin potentially could be used. Fat Cat, don't bother. With the new Para, could be something. Assassin Sid, no. Coley, no. Oxalots, Oxalots for C, maybe for Arena. Bad Cat Armin. Any of you guys? Cowrick, at least I hope he's good against ADS. Yeah, kind of, not really. Sometimes the C, you're dead. Any character that gets sealed by our team is probably getting one shot with the dual attack. So there is no cleansing it that's going to help you. Broman. I like Broman. Broman's B. Fights against Zio, fights against Poly. I love Broman. He's never going to be lower. Damn, Gramps still alive? Debatable. BBK, S tier. She's the ML4. She's the only 4-star S tier character, I think. A double S character, at least. The only 4-star double S. Crimson Armin could still have A. Do you think Crimson Armin deserves S? but we're going to drag a bunch of the junk units down. Some of these junk units, if you guys are watching wanted to use these, you might be able to find a way, but these are just a general tier list as to what is potentially usable. Bad Cat Armin could maybe. Carmen is A. I think it's fair. She's still super good, but just depends on how you draft. Sid B? Sid B or Sid A? Where's Sid going? Let me drag all the junk. I'm going to put General Purgus in C tier. Guys, the Fall of Infernal Kawazu too. This character used to be so good. Crazy. Infinite Horizon Acades. I think deserves A. What do you think of Infinite Horizon Acades? I think she deserves A. She's one of the only characters I can fight in Luna. And in Arena and Guild War. Kind of nice. So many characters I know. A lot. We're to a point right now that like all the 4 stars in Epic 7 are just junk. Did I accidentally? I think I just accidentally put a character in a spot that. Where's Sid though? Do you think Sid deserves A? He doesn't seem that great anymore. Veronica seems like the better speed imprint pick than Sid. I think Sid's B. I think should we put Veronica A then? Last piece Corinne. Boys, I'm a big believer that last piece Corinne for Arena Guild War, maybe that's okay. But in RTA, you're taking a speed race every time that you're gonna 50% of the time lose. Veronica low A, yeah. I think Sid B, Veronica. Yeah, it's crazy that Sid's finally not the #1 imprint choice. Because it's been, I mean, Fire Mercedes can go there. Bunny Dom can have B. How is Bunny Dom? Do you think Bunny Dom deserves anything above B? How's the new Aiden, actually? Aiden, I do not have her. That is one that Aiden, this opinion is going to be a little weird. Not, you think Aiden deserves B or C? Is she actually bad? Sid Soulburn Damage is insane. He deserves low A. I know Sid Soulburn Damage is insane. He's a speed imprint. You can have A. It's not going to hurt anything to put him A. Dark Aiden Garbage. Put it in C. ML Furious. I've won a couple games with him. He can be fun to play, but he's not great. Or Lear, no. Roman. It's Rose. Shuri is a speed imprint, sure. There isn't much speed imprint racing now with the immortality meta. Blue says B. He's already in B, right? Blue says, do you think he, wait, where's Blue says? I don't see him. Blue says is kind of scary. I don't have him at B. Oh, I do. What do you think of Blue says? I didn't realize he's in B. Do you think Blue says is worth B? He's getting an EE. I don't find him enough. When I get a says picked into me, it means I lost a draft and they're just obliterating me. You could pick like any character. His damage is really good and he stinks. I think for cleavers, he deserves B. He's actually pretty good. Same with Green Yufine. Green Yufine, pretty good now. Both decent characters. Which EE? I have to look at EEs again. Shadow Rose, no. Sangelica, with her new buff, how is Sangelica performing? Anybody trying to use her? These are gonna have this. Have this. Veronica is low A as well. Or I mean, she's just A. I wouldn't even say low A. She does well for me. New Sangelica. You think Sangelica deserves B? I think she's pretty solid. Wonder Silk. It's not great. I don't really want to put her there. He can go here. Watch a sure he can go here. This character sucks. I don't want to put him down into nothing. I'd say B or A. Dude, West Wind Shuri. That was so sad. I spent a decent amount of mystics to pull him. You know, every time I summon on a character to try to get the ML 4-star, I pull whatever 5-star I have selected in like 20 summons. But whenever I try to summon on a new ML5, it's going as close to pity as possible or to pity. But if it's a rerun character that I already have, I'm pulling it guaranteed and it's resetting my pity and it's super annoying. Inos, I give her C. It's not great, but all right, so Amiki. Amiki deserves S for sure. Agreed? Amiki's got to deserve S. Yeah. All right, Mulmo, I wouldn't. That's non-special change Airwell. Okay, so we're at the point where I'm not going to drag all these characters over I'm going to just pick the ones that are decent, and you guys let me know if there's any 3 stars I need to move over. All the ones that are left on the far right are going to be characters that I would not bother. Oh, Inheritor Miki. I did the wrong Miki. Where is she? All right, Inheritor Miki. Are there any 3 stars anymore that are viable? I think Carrot still deserves C. I actually got a couple banger Carrot games against Harsetti. It was like Harsetti Mort. I put Carrot into it. She went nuclear. That was last season. I made a protection set, Researcher Carrot, and it worked surprisingly well. Any others for PvP? Even Guild War. Raz, I guess Raz could deserve like lowest tier. Not D, but the one above that, like lowest tier of usability. I don't even see Adventure Raz. I'll just put regular Raz, I don't see Adventure. Arrowell, no way Carrot is, wait, oh, I'm on B, my bad. I need to drag him down. Okay, I'm not putting Carrot at B, relax. Silvertide Christie, Dorsville, yeah, it's still good in Guild Wars. So this is including Guild Wars, so. Savior Aiden, I think she still deserves B, man, for everything. Maybe not just like with Arena and Guild War, I think she deserves that. I don't see any of those characters. Where's Doris? Phyllis can still get at least C. C is like usable tier. They're just not characters that you would use a ton unless that's your only option. This is like if this is your only option, it'll maybe work. Is the idea. Falconer, Clary, Doris? I don't see the specialty change Doris, but Doris can go. And then who else? Carmen Rose, Bernard. Okay, I think that's it. Doris, Phyllis, Airwell. Doris, Phyllis, Airwell. Airwell dude, Airwell's not it anymore, is she? She's still not bad. Airwell's got to be B in comparison to these. Like, these characters aren't bad either. But I don't think I can give them B. Like, the thing is, C doesn't mean they're terrible. C just means they're not, like, first priority. They're characters that would be, like, a flex pick type thing. Or if you're missing other units. Is that fair? All right, what do you guys think? Is this good? Any other 3 stars? Airwell, not bad mit for new players. Yeah. So, like, C tier is, like, you don't have other options. You don't have the ML5 options. You don't have... You place SCI, no Adventures in the same lowest tier? Yes. That's where it's supposed to be. It's not the lowest tier, but this is like the lowest tier of usability. Is what the idea is. Like you're not gonna pick Raz when you have the option to pick any of this other stuff. Is the idea behind it, right? So I meant the avatar image. Oh, so I have both Razes in there. I don't know if you know what you're talking about. I don't see them. But I think this is good. What's when Shuri can only be used for like arena cleave. And he's a speed imprint too. It's so sad. It can't be. Is that a kitty? It is a kitty. Buddy. Okay, so this is it, right? We're good? Rad's too busy banging Mercedes to be good again. I don't blame him, to be fair. Okay, so let's go ahead and show name, show grade, and do we want to show the role? Sure, why not? All right, so here it is. Here's the final. Any changes before I wrap up the video? Hi, YouTube. Hello. They are... This wasn't too bad. It was only 30 minutes. I thought it would take an hour. We didn't go too deep dive into any of these characters, but... This gives, like, the idea of this is to give the people who are going to click on tier list are going to be general or casual players, mostly, right? So, why Albedo A? Albedo is A mixing with the new Senya. She's, bruh, what do you mean, bruh? I clicked on a Victune stream one time yesterday and there was an Albedo on the board. So, I don't want to hear it. All right, I've clicked Victune stream one time in the last, like, 2 weeks and there was an Albedo on the board with the new Senya. Okay, she's still a good mitigating character. It's a tank, and she pairs well with Sinya. So she is, okay, I'll drag her further down. Are you happy? All right, there you go. So any other changes that you guys would do? We'll give it just a second. Hold on, let me. Albedo teaming up with Emel Ilanev. Opponent doesn't make enough damage. Yeah, but what if Ilanev's banned? Rebanned. Move Xeno to double S and we're good. So C tier, these are characters that are okay. Give Robbie triple S. I don't know where I put Robbie. Maybe in B. I don't think, did I not put Robbie in B? Let's be real, she's in B, okay. I still think Abigail is deserving of B. And guys, remember this is a RTA Guild War and Arena tier list. Just any of the characters, if they're good in any of that content, that's what they're put in here for. Okay, so it's not just RTA. Albedo is S tier. Albedo plus bonking. Okay, Albedo is good. She doesn't deserve. She's an A. She's not the same tier as these characters. She's definitely not the same tier as these characters. Like, if I have the option between a Mort and Albedo, I'm probably picking Mort. She has a lot more than LRK would. I don't believe that. LRK resets. LRK resets your team's skills. That's why LRK is so good. Okay, we're going to wrap up here because this is a YouTube video. We don't want to stay here forever. Okay, guys, so this is the final list that we came up with, me and Twitch chat. So this is going to be the S tier. The way this works, obviously, it's PvP. Again, it's Guild War, RTA, Arena, all mixed together, which makes this list super hard to make. But this is just a general, if you see your character, you have one of these, this is the tier I would put them in for overall usability for that kind of content. Now, the reason some of these characters are in the tier, so we have our S tier, there will be a picture down in the description. You can click on it. I did put the names and the character classes and everything. So the reason the characters are listed in a way is because if you want to play some of these characters down, okay, hold on, we'll go a little bit slower. If you want to play some of these characters, you can. But the reason they're listed how they are, so like C tier, these C tier characters, some of you may use them. But the reason they're put in C tier is because if you have the option of picking one of these other characters and on one of the higher tiers, you're going to pick them first almost every time, unless you're just playing to have fun. Okay, but if you're playing like pure meta, trying to win the most consistent rate possible, you would probably pick one of these higher characters depending on the tier. But again, this tier list, if someone else made a tier list, it would be slightly different than mine. And the tiers, as long as they're in one of these tiers, that means they're probably usable in some way. So let's tune in. What tier list is this? This is PvP tier list 2025. This is for like newer players or people getting into the game. They can, if they pull a character, they can come in here and see if that character's good. That's the whole reason for these kind of tier lists. So thank you for watching. Again, the link is down in the description, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.